And in this video, I want to focus on one that many of you may not have heard of, the vampire one. And no, I don't mean Vampire Diaries or Twilight. Now, vampires have been a source of fear in many cultures for centuries in our history, and they're mythical creatures that feed off the blood of the living, with versions of them being recorded in cultures around the world. They are known by many names, such as the ones I'm about to butcher, Giganshi, Vitala and Upe. In today's world, vampires are actually admired by many, and not only just admired, with a lot of people who actually want to be vampires. Modern vampire culture emerged from this mix of mythology and popular culture surrounding vampires, such as Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire novels, and role-playing games like Vampire the Masquerade, which was like a tabletop role-playing game released in 1991, kind of set in this punk gothic world where people essentially play as vampires. For the most part, the vampire culture came from the goth subculture, but members of the subculture vary from those who dress up as vampires, who know they're human, and those who believe that they need to consume either a human blood or what they call life force. Most of the subcultures exist in the United States, the most famous of which being in New Orleans, which is kind of like the epicenter. All the vampires in the culture do follow strict rules about consent, safety and respect. They're not a religion or a cult or worship any fictional vampires. The vampire culture is clearly a very diverse culture where anyone can become one, and like most groups there is kind of weird stuff in the fringes, but again it's the small percentages. Now it does come with stigma from the general public, because the general public, as we all know, like to judge things pretty harshly that we do not understand, things that are outside the social norm. So most of them kind of hide out of fear of the judgment that society will put on them. But at the end of the day, if they're not hurting anyone, let them do what they want.